Black women especially,
that's what I was going to say,
are earning above our male peers.
Absolutely.
Once again, same thing.
That is a very real possibility that Black women have to face.
Watch.
And that we are out earners. We are, we are the most educated demographic in the country.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you.
What has it been like now to date as a single mom by choice?
It has been so much more fun.
So as you said, it's more fun dating as a single mom. Okay.
And it has been so much more, I just think feasible is the right word I want to use. Because like you said, I want to acknowledge that, my romantic life, which some of has been public because I've chosen to share, has, had challenges like anybody else's.
Right.
Part of my challenge was, and I'm so unapologetic about it, and remain so, is I am somebody who is not a fan of mediocrity in any capacity of my life.
I know that's right.
That was her direct response to her Breakfast Club interview, where she was saying, it's mediocrity for a man to make less than such and such or whatever. You guys remember that?
So let's talk about average, mediocre, and typical. This is simply to say when you do something average, by definition, it is of typical value. It is normal and it is standard. When you are regular, normal, acceptable. When you are mediocre, that would have people real hot. It means ordinary, medium, commonplace, and moderate. Nothing in there says you ain't shit. Nothing in there says it's bad or low or beneath.
They've applied the negative connotation to those
That's
words.
a projection, and I'm not going to stand for it.
So she is, I learned this from women, clapping back at the Black community by saying, hey, I'm going to stand on this. You guys can't say nothing about it.
Same.
Yeah, I'm just not. And you're not going to make me feel a way about
That's
it.
right.
Bloop, bloop.
She told y'all.
And I'm going to just go there and make some folks mad.
Here we go.
Because I am a high earner, it's very likely and possible that under certain circumstances with a father and a co-parent, I would end up paying child support for my own child. Again, as Halle Berry is showing us, as Mary J. Blige has shown us, as Sherry Shepherd has shown us. It's a real thing.
Yes.
And you don't have to even be famous to do it. Women are doing it every day these days.
It's funny that, I see women start to understand men's concerns when they start to see it happen to them. Like all the ladies that she mentioned, they all have to pay alimony. They may be paying child support. And that gives Ebony K cause for pause. She's like, man, I'm concerned about getting married because I may end up paying for my own kid or paying some guy because I'm a high earner. So it takes that stuff to go against women for them to understand why men are concerned or simply want prenups. So honestly, I would say that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That they starting to understand. And men, you shouldn't feel ashamed if you don't feel comfortable getting married or without a prenup, because Black women in these spaces, they're starting to understand why you guys have a concern. Okay. And just to be clear on the divorce rate as a whole, I want you guys to look this up. I believe it was on divorce.com. They have all of the information that you can find out about divorce. The current divorce rate is 42 to 45%. So it's not actually 50-50. So the divorce rate is 42 to 45%. Go look, when you have time, trust your uncle, go to divorce.com. So if that makes a difference, so be it. If it doesn't and it's negligible, that percentage or whatever, that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to put the truth out there because I see people saying it's a 50% divorce rate, but 42 to 45%, I mean, that's some give or take or whatever, depending on how you feel. But there is a majority chance that your marriage will last to the end of days. All right. So if that gives somebody hope that wanted to get married in the future, there you go.
Statistically, as you've named, Black women especially,
that's what I was going to say,
are earning above our male peers. Black women especially
That's what I was going to say.
are earning above our male peers. Black women especially
That's what I was going to say.
are earning above our male peers.
Absolutely.
Y'all hear that? Once again, same thing.
Black women especially
That's what I was going to say.
are earning above our male peers.
Absolutely.
Black women are owning homes
Right.
at higher rates above our male peers.
Right.
And I don't want to have to unalive nobody, Danielle.
Right. No, but you're right. Let's be clear.
It's just jokes. The
But
cameras are on.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, in that,
Yeah.
that is a very real possibility that Black women have to face.
Watch.
In that we are out earners. We are,
Yes.
we are the most educated demographic in the country.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork. Every time you get some Black women together, we are the most educated. We earn more than Black men.
Yes.
And
of all the races and all the genders.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Look, all.
And so we are high earners.
Yes.
And that is.
And those liabilities, those potential liabilities exist. So that was a part of my thinking.
Yeah.
This is a part of why this was
Real.
my choice.
Real.
I'm walking y'all through all the ins and outs.
Yes.
Right?
All right. So before we go over these statistics, I told you guys, and I specifically told a couple Black women in my comment section, they said, why do you care when I put, the comparisons and I had to explain to them that this is Black women are looking at this as a competition. That's why they keep putting out this false information to make themselves feel good. But that doesn't help when Black women are in a worse position. I know it feels good to hear that, but it's not true. And lady in the comments was asking me, why do I feel the need to correct her? And it's because of the fact that you guys are going to think that stuff is true. And then it's going to make you look at Black men like we're less than. So that's one of the main reasons. But she said one of her reasons why she decided to become a single mother by choice is because she looked at the statistics, I guess her statistics, and it said that Black men make less than us. And it also said that they were more educated and they own more homes. So she was like, man, I'm going to be forced to date a Black man who is less than. So I don't want to do that. So I prefer if I just have a kid on my own instead of taking on all these broke Black men because Black women make so much more money than them. So that's the cause and effect of these situations. So, but anyway, I don't think that she would have changed her mind if, she knew the statistics that I'm about to show you guys here in a second. But it was just funny to hear her say that because I guess she was influenced by what she thought was true or what she thinks is true. And that led her to become a single mom by choice. But she says she's having fun. So it is what it is. But again, it brought us to the statistics. Hold on. On Revolt, they were talking about the same thing. And I decided to put out this video to attempt to educate Black women. What is wrong with third place? That's actually a huge accomplishment. Granted that Black women only represent about 7.5% of the population. Third place in regards to degrees is pretty good out of the groups. However, you guys decide to conflate the numbers and say that Black women are the most educated. Absolutely not. You can't wear that jacket. Okay? Be happy with third place. You know who else is in third place? Black men. Black men are third in regards to degrees when it comes to their gender group. Okay? So we both in third. Now we have room for improvement, of course. But don't sit there and say it makes y'all look dumb. It makes y'all look ignorant, especially when we're talking about education. We're literally talking about degrees, and you guys are spreading false information based off of what you thought was true. I don't know I do know where they got that information from. There were some websites like Essence and stuff like that posted this. Black women looked at the title and it said, oh yeah, well, that's true. And they continue to run with it. This is not the first time that we've heard Black women, gay Black men say the same thing. And I've done videos, especially this one, to debunk that, okay? And this is the most recent report from the NCES, Post-Secondary National Policy Institute, Women of Color in Higher Education. As of now, women of color aged 25 or older, 31.2% had earned a bachelor's degree or higher. The rate for Asian women was 56.7%. For white women, not represented on this women of color group, for Black women, It is 29.3%, guys. 29.3%. So no, Black women do not have the most degrees, and they are not the most enrolled. And for Hispanic women, it's 22.9%. Okay. And then with the enrollments, even between women of color, okay, Hispanic Latino women, 12.2%. And this is for the fall of 2022. Black women represented 8%. Asian women represented 4%. And the smaller groups there. And then white women actually lead. And then it's Hispanic women coming in second. And then Black women are actually third. And I don't know why that's something to be ashamed about. We literally only represent 14% of the population. So if it's telling you that we come in third, man, that just means that we're doing okay and we have some room for improvement. Simple. So for Black men right here, it actually says 22%. So we are both third. All right. Every race of women earns more degrees than their male counterparts outside of Asian women. Asian men actually earn a couple percentages more degrees than Asian women, but that hasn't affected their high marital rates. So the only time this message is brought up is to justify why you don't think that Black men qualify. Because you said that Black women earn more, and I'm assuming that you think that that's because that you guys have more degrees. And I've heard Rebecca Lynn Pope say this. I've heard Kendra G say this. We have more degrees, so we earn more money than Black men. No, that's not what that means. And I know it seemed like it would make sense, but you have to look at the numbers to see what's going on. 7.3% difference, and I put a key fact there. Every woman of every race earns more college degrees, but every man of every race earns more annual income. Okay? And that leads us to this. So I did this for the Black community because I knew this would come up again. So this is the Bureau of Labor Statistics usual weekly earnings of wage and salary for workers second quarter 2025. Black men's weekly earnings increased in the second quarter. So what you guys are looking at here are the quarters for 2025 and 2024 to see the differences. Everything that you see in green is a positive. Everything that you see in red is a negative. And you can see that I have Black men and Black women highlighted in black. Okay. So if you look at Black men's first quarter median weekly earnings, we earned $1,017. And then in the second quarter, we increased that to $1,053. Okay. And then Black women earned $984 for the first quarter of 2025. And their amount that they earned actually decreased in the second quarter to $942 per week. And that has a lot to do with the jobs lost, in the government, 300,000 jobs for Black women. And then if you scroll over to the first quarter 2024, you will see that last year, Black men earned $935 in the first quarter, and then they earned $979 in the second quarter. So we increased our earnings, and also Black women increased our earnings in 2024 to 2025. However, they did see a small dip in the second quarter of 2025. Asian men and Asian women actually out-earn white men and white women. You see, Black men are right on the heels of out-earning white women, which would be crazy. Black men currently rank fifth in the earnings department. So no, we are not in the bottom of the barrel. I've heard that statement multiple times in these relationship spaces. Black men supposedly the bottom of the barrel. And then Hispanic men right behind us. And then Black women come in seventh, and Hispanic women rounded out in eighth. Okay, so Black men are fifth, Black women are seventh. So no, Ebony K, Black women do not out-earn Black men. And I'm glad I saved all this stuff so you guys can see this information. And I put this in the rankings report to get our calculations here. You guys can see all that information. So Black men are actually on track to earn around $58,136 for the year, median income. And then Black women are on track to earn $50,856 for the year. And then you can see that there are more 100K earners, Black men, more 100K earners, in regards to black men. And overall, you guys could check this out as well, which is on par with my statistical analysis. YouGov actually reported that who earns, 100K and up. So currently, and this may be new information for most people, 25% of men earn 100K or more. 12% of women earn 100K or more, and that's 18% of adults. In the black community, black men, 6.09% of black men earn 100K or more, and this is from 2021 American Community Survey 1 year estimates. If black men's weekly earnings went up, then that means the 100K earners went up as well. We can, I guess, come to that conclusion. And I'm pretty sure black women's 100K earners actually went up as well. But currently, it's 4.26% for black women. Okay, so there are your raw numbers as well, just to be very clear. And then to take it a step further, I don't know if you guys seen the most recent Forbes report with the billionaires. We in the black community, we actually had, in the diaspora as well, we had 23 black billionaires in the world. All right, here are the 3 for black women: Oprah Winfrey, which you guys know her name, Rihanna, of course, and Sheila Johnson, co-founder of BET. For black men, check this out. You have 3 Nigerian men on the billionaires list, but you also have 8 African American men, black men. So we actually lead the black billionaires pack. All right, you guys see that? David Stewart, Robert Smith, Michael Jordan, Jay-Z, Magic Johnson, Tiger Woods, LeBron James, and Alex Karp. 8. Black men have 8 billionaires. Pretty crazy, right? And then let's go back up so we can take a look at the home ownership, because I told you, black women take pride in that, and they should. They should. So here's your snapshot of race and home buying in America, and this is from the National Association of Realtors. Okay, this is the most accurate report of home ownership. This is the race/ethnicity of all the home buyers. White people own 83% of the homes in the United States. Y'all hear what I said? 83%. Okay, so again, Ebony K is saying, "Hey, yo, we own more homes than black men." But like I said, we 83%. We own 7% of the homes. Hispanic/Latino, 6%. Asians, 4%. And then other, 3%. And this is how the household composition by race/ethnicity breaks out. So as she stated, she says that black women own more homes than black men. They do. Single black women own the most homes out of single people. Single black women out of that 7% own 33% of the homes. Okay? 33%. Black men own 12% of the homes. However, married couples in the black community own 43% of the homes. So yes, single black women own more homes than single black men, but married couples in the black community own the most homes. Okay? There it is. And to give black women some credit, that 33% represents the highest amount for all singles in every race/gender. If you guys look at the report here, right there, 33%. There are some areas where black women are doing very well, in regards to, are they quote unquote beating black men. All right. One of them, they earn more bachelor's degrees or higher than black men. And also they own more homes than black men as well. And then also lower incarceration rate. Black women have a lower incarceration rate than black men. I mean, every race of women has a lower incarceration rate. Every single woman of every race owns more homes than their male counterparts. All right. So when we did the breakdown of the 12 most popular social media talking points and what I've seen used or weaponized against black men, we started at bachelor's degrees or higher. Of course, black women have more Education often correlates with stability and social compatibility. But STEM degrees, Black men earn more STEM degrees than Black women. Less student loan debt. Black men have far less student loan debt than Black women. Fewer student parents. Black men have fewer student parents than Black women. You can see that right there. Higher median earnings, that goes to Black men. More 100K earners, Black men. Home buyers, Black women. Lower obesity, overweight rates, Black men. More business ownership, Black men. Higher marriage rates, Black men. Fewer children, fewer with children, Black men. And then lower incarceration rate, Black women. So I know sometimes, if you're a lay person to my channel, you're probably like, man, why are you competing with women? It's not competition. This is level setting the conversation, because all of these points have been weaponized against Black men in our community. So I took the time to do the research for myself and come up with, who's the better option in regards to marriage, so people can stop trying to weaponize these types of statistics against Black men. So that's why we're up here. I wish that I didn't have to do this stuff, but every conversation, just seen it with Ebony K, it comes up. All right. Which is absolutely nuts, but it is what it is.